What's going on, you fucking legends? Welcome back to Fireside Yarns. Another episode with the boys. Fucking good too. Fucking good too. Hey?
Just jowling out, mate.
Good intro, brother.
Oh, I know it
energy.
is. I fucking know it is. Anyway, how are you? How you going?
Yeah, good, mate. Fucking lads' weekend the other weekend, so that was good. We all got together.
Fucking wouldn't it?
Bit of a memorial and get together. But yeah, I got sunburned as fuck.
Man,
that fucking mountain, Reece. We went up that fucking mountain,
bro.
Cloud Mountain. And fucking,
so for anyone that's not sure, we went away on a boys trip, as Dave said, and there was some firsts in a lot of ways for a few people. Dave got in a kayak for the first fucking time.
No, I've been in kayaks. I went fishing for the first time.
No, prove it.
Isn't that so?
I'm
That's so wild for me to think that that was the first time you've ever fished in your entire life.
Yeah.
No, I've been around it. I've been yabbing. That's it.
Yeah, fine.
That's probably a bit weird to yabby before you fish. I don't know. If it's walk, run, what rock for you. But let's just say everybody out there in the know had a little flick. On the weekend. Had a little flick. Didn't get any.
Flicking with the boys.
I didn't get any bites there, but there was a couple of nibbles. You know, lads.
You had to fucking go. You had to go.
Everyone loves it.
Man, you had that cast down pat by the end of it. I'm going to say,
yeah,
didn't take you long.
Look, from an outsider
I'm not an
looking
outcast
in, mate,
to the cast.
It's I wouldn't have thought that was your first time, mate. You're a natural.
That's what she said.
Eh?
That's what she said. You
the reins have been taken away from me tonight already.
Fucking
What
hell.
am I doing with my life?
No, but what a weekend, boys, eh? Like, it was
It
fucking...
was a cracker.
Yeah.
Absolute cracker.
Memorial for our mate, Huey.
Yeah.
Fucking legend. We went up to Hat Head and spent a couple of nights there, and just fucking raucous, wasn't it? It was just brilliant.
It was.
Lads.
There's some good banner, some boys, some beers, some fishing.
I think we need it, though, because it's been fucking pretty hectic few weeks. As you guys might sort of know, it's we've been a bit all over the place with releasing episodes at the moment. It's been fucking busy. Life's getting in the road.
Nobody knows.
Busy time.
There's been a lot of shit going on.
There has been a hell of a lot of shit going on, man. And it's it was good to get away and chill out. But
Life is hectic. Yeah.
as soon as we came back, it's fucking hit us again, Reecey. What a kind of a day you've had.
Yeah, it was a bit of a stressful day. So, I mean, for the last probably month or two, sort of just noticed a bit of shit going on with my vision. So, I hadn't had my prescription checked for a few years. Since the first time I actually got glasses, which was about 3 years ago, I think.
Now, hang on,
had it checked.
Was that reading glasses or because I've never seen you wear glasses apart
I've
from
been
sunnies.
really slack with them.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly I wear them when I drive, especially for night time.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean they were bifocal to help me read too, but my up close is pretty good. It's not really an issue.
Yep.
I actually found it was more of a hindrance than anything. But I sort of just noticed me vision in me left eye, which is the one I've got an astigmatism in, had deteriorated a little bit and sort of noticed a bit of a blurry patch and whatever. And I was like, I should probably go get it checked and probably need to get a new script filled or whatever, new glasses and shit. Anyway, so I booked in the other day and I went in today, and when I got in there and they were doing all the checks and stuff, like she was going through putting the lenses in front, better or worse, read this, can you see this, blah, 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 all that. And it didn't really matter what she did with my left eye. It kind of just didn't really get any better or worse. So there was obviously something more going on.
Mm-hmm.
So they took me and did scans and took photos of my eye and that. And it was kind of freaky actually. Like she was really quite concerned. And I don't think she really knew how to act either. She was kind of like obviously a little caught off guard or hadn't really seen it or anything.
That's what happens. That's what happens when anybody sees me for the first time. Usually it's fear though.
Yeah, especially at a fucking optometrist. You walk in, they go, doot, doot.
Fucking money coming.
It's too late, mate.
It's too late.
No, but Reece,
walk eye's
but
not
honestly,
fixable.
Reece, that's fucking for to go to somewhere that's like, okay, let me inspect your eye, and to go, gee, you know, for them to be taken aback, that's got to be pretty scary to be there.
It really was, man. I was kind of sitting there and I was like, oh, so that's a little worrying. And she's just like, yeah.
You're damn right it is.
Yeah. And
fucking age, mate. This is fucking scary as.
So she showed me the scan or whatever, and there's a big lesion on the scan, and the edge of it was just cutting across. I don't know the names of these things, man. Like, I'm not an eye dude, eh?
Jizz build up.
Yeah, I mean, potentially. But yeah, so the part where the light goes in your pupil, iris, whatever you want to call it, I don't know, man. So she was like, oh, it looks like it's kind of covering part of your
cornea
thing, which is why you will have the blurry patch in your vision, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, right.
And she's like, so there's something going on there. And she's like, look, I think you should definitely go to see a specialist. And she's like, don't tell me you've got anything important on this afternoon. I'm like, why? What do you mean? She's like, I'm going to try and get you in today. Like, you need to get it looked at. And I'm like,
shit.
Oh, fuck. So, like, I started panicking, man, like, as you do. Because
monkeypox.
One of the first things she said was melanoma. So, and I wasn't aware that you could even get melanomas in your eyes. So, like, instantly I'm like, holy fuck, man. Like,
get to stepping.
Full panic mode, you know, like, and she goes, just go and take a seat. I'm going to make some phone calls and blah, blah, blah. So I'm sitting there and like the other chick behind the counter's come out and she could obviously see that I was like distressed. She's like, are you all right? And I'm like, I'm pretty nervous. Hey, like, I don't really know what's going on right now. I was like, she seems pretty concerned. Like, she's trying to get me into a specialist today. Like, and she's like, all right. And she went into the room and then she came out and she's like, shouldn't be too much longer. And I'm just like,
tell me, tell me, motherfucker.
Man, I was panicking. My heart rate went through the roof. Like,
fuck, man.
And so yeah, they got me into an appointment this afternoon, and so like the whole time, like I went home, like, because I was supposed to get a haircut and trim the beard up today, and I ended up having to cancel that. And sorry, Alex, if you ever hear this. But yeah, so like I went home, man, and I was just like freaking out.
Yeah,
like, I'm like,
fuck, as you would be, man.
What if I've got cancer? Like, you know. Like,
but how long? So what's the process now? What's the fucking process now?
So I went to an eye specialist at a proper eye hospital this afternoon, and they put these drops in, and they did a whole bunch of scans and tests and everything, and then the doctor come in and introduced himself, and he was sort of like, so what's going on? Like, why have you come in? And I'm like, oh, look, I just noticed a bit of a blurry patch in my vision. I said, I thought it was just my, prescription glasses need to be updated, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, have you been unwell? And I'm like, no. Like, he's like, and how long has this been?
You've had COVID, though. Has that had any effect on it?
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I highly doubt it, man.
Yeah.
But he's like, no abnormal things. Have you ever had any trauma to your eye before? And I'm like, no, nothing significant. Like, and I'm like, I'm hoping you're going to put my mind at ease. And he's kind of like, yeah, well, I don't know. Like, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And he goes, look, mate, honestly, like, I don't really know what it is. And he's like,
I don't think there was a lesion. She said she saw like a lesion.
Yeah. So on the, I should try and get the photo.
So is it?
If I can get, because Hannah took a photo of the
photo,
scan.
let's put it up right.
I'll put it up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Anyway, he's like asked me all these questions, and he's like, but it's not giving you any grief. You haven't had eye pain, headaches, nothing like that. So what actually has happened? Because they did like a full scan of the back of my eye as well, and it's kind of like an ultrasound. So usually he goes, I don't think it's cancer related. And I was like, oh, thank fuck for that.
Yeah, that's the biggest worry. Yeah.
That was a huge relief. He goes, in all honesty, like, this is what it's called if you wanted to put a name to it. I've seen it before. He goes, but never in my life. Yeah. never in my life have I seen it to this extremity. He goes, this is like something you'd see in a textbook. He goes, learning as doctors and stuff. He's like, you would see it to this extreme in a textbook. He goes, but I've seen 50,000 patients and I've done 22,000 surgeries and I've never seen anything this extreme before with this specific thing. Now, I can't remember the name of what he called it. It was some...
Is it AIDS?
Yes. Yeah. AIDS.
No, but
everybody has
what's
AIDS.
he mean by extreme? Does he mean like extreme isn't big and
what is
does he
actually
mean extreme
happening?
isn't bad? Like, yeah.
If it was, he said if it was cancerous, like a growth, it would be growing. Do you know what I mean? And bulging into my eye. This is the opposite. The back of my eye is actually collapsing.
Right.
So he thinks that it's like a
black hole.
Congenital when you he thinks that he goes
another genital.
Genital, yeah. I have a dick
Reese has
in
got
my eye.
a dick in his eye.
No, he's got a reverse dick.
Is that the word?
Because
Reese is growing a vagina.
Is that the word though? Like when you've had it since birth or whatever, like a congenital defect.
Congenital, I think so.
It's like but he said to me, he goes, mate,
Congenital heart, yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, this looks like something that's been there for a long time.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
So he was like, I'm honestly not too worried because
You're probably used to it by now. Is that what he's saying? Okay.
Essentially, yeah.
So it's happened.
Yeah.
So you've got a fucked eye like
that's
me.
growing and bad.
Yeah.
This is something like, oh yeah, you've got
I'm
a
not
shit
the only
eye.
cunt. Yeah.
You're not the only Wakai anymore, mate.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, dude.
But
Here, we
the
should get
thing
together
is-
and fuck my eye up.
Well, the
Like
thing
we
is,
tried
Fried
on
eye
the-
podcast.
we tried
yeah.
on the weekend, didn't we?
yeah.
Fried eye yarns.
So, but the chick at the optometrist, she was like, "Oh man, I wish it was just glasses. That would have been so much easier." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks." Like, but yeah, he was like, "Realistically, mate, like, there's really fuck all I can do about it." I mean, he didn't say fuck all, but
So
he's
is
like,
it
even if it is getting worse, he's like, "There's not really anything we can do to fix it."
is
I was gonna
is
say,
it
does it
impairing your
just start
vision
by-
right now?
Yeah, that's what made me go. Like, it's
Yeah.
currently starting to impair my vision.
So
yeah.
if they gave
So
you
something's changed.
glasses or something, could that?
no.
So
That's what he
eventually,
said, like-
eventually it will become that blurry that you won't be able to see.
Well,
out
that's
of
what
it.
I said to him. I
He
said,
didn't
like,
say, yeah.
you know, well, I did ask that question. I said, so what you're saying is essentially if it does continue to get worse, like, because it's only started affecting my vision in the last couple of months. I said, you know, if it gradually gets bigger or whatever, or worse, could I potentially lose vision in my left eye? And he said, well, yeah, pretty much. And there's not really anything we can do about it.
Weed.
Well, hopefully.
Just give it glaucoma treatment, hope for the best.
Yeah. But they did a
But, you know,
glaucoma
in the
test too.
end,
That's
Reece,
wild,
you
man.
could rock a fucking eye patch. You know,
Yeah.
so regardless, shit's going to be fine. It's not
Well-
cancer.
Well,
You know
that's
what I mean?
Well,
and that's the biggest.
Hopefully not. Fingers
Hopefully
crossed.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest
He-
relief hearing you say that. Because when
That's-
you
yeah,
when you told
yeah.
us this afternoon that you're freaking out, like
Oh,
my
bro,
initial
I was-
thought was, you know, he might be losing vision in it, and that, you know, there might be
Yeah.
an underlying issue. But when you just said fucking melanoma, I was like, holy fuck. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
a friend of mine
Yeah.
recently has just beaten cancer. It started as a melanoma, it went into a bowel cancer.
Yeah.
And something as simple as just a sunspot that she didn't get checked, from what I understand. And holy shit, that was a wake up call for me to go and get some spots checked, man. And I'm almost paranoid now. I've already had a couple cut out of me, but just
Oh,
this sort
really?
of stuff. Yeah. So a couple that they came back as a very mild form of melanoma that they reckon won't spread. It won't drop into the bloodstream. I can't remember the name of them, but one on my shoulder as well that recently was cut out, and it was the same thing. So, when you said melanoma, I was, holy fuck! Like this is
Yeah, man.
it's becoming more prevalent, I suppose. Now we hear all
Yeah.
the warnings about it, about going and getting checked and all that. But I mean, in my experience now, just recently, it's becoming a lot more prevalent in regards to people that I know directly getting it. and you know,
we're catching it
even
now
though
and fighting it.
Yeah.
As well. I think in the past as well, people just didn't go to the doctors as much as they should, and we probably still don't. Really.
go to the fucking doctors, you cunts.
I definitely
go to
do
the
not
fucking
go to the
doctors and
Me
get it
neither,
checked.
man. I need to get to the doctors. I mean, like, how can someone
that's-
be this pretty?
That's that's like it's such a male thing though. Hey, like it's just
It's like, she'll be right.
yeah,
Type of-
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's silly. It's very silly. It's why we.
And do you know what the
younger.
crazy
Yeah.
thing is? Like all afternoon before I left to go there, I was like saying to Hannah, I was like, I just don't even want to go. Like,
Yeah, bliss. Ignorance is bliss, right?
and that's exactly
Yeah.
what I said. I said ignorance is bliss, and I said I wish I'd never gone to get my eyes checked today. Like, do you know what I mean? Because I was, fuck, mate. Like, I haven't been that scared or stressed in a long time.
But it's something
man.
simple, man.
Like-
Like, same thing. Like, I went and got mine checked just through work because we're looking at a screen in pitch black.
Yeah.
Right? And I noticed
Yeah,
that I was starting to get
You'd need
headaches.
to be full on in your job.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I was starting to get headaches across the front, and I was straining. My eyes were really strained. So I was prescribed reading glasses back when I was at school. Never really wore them.
I never saw you really with reading.
No.
Not a lot. I can't remember.
Never. And it was like, it was to fix the lazy eye, or to help with the lazy eye, which I wore a patch back when I was fucking younger to try and fix it. And mine's a different condition. It's not just a lazy eye. Pardon me. So, yeah, I noticed at work I was starting to get really strained eyes, headaches, those sorts of things. So I went and got it checked up. But at no stage did I think walking in there that sort of stuff would get picked up. And thankfully, you know, that hasn't. Like, my biggest
Well, like
thing
you said,
was they were
it's
gonna-
textbook.
Yeah.
It kind of stood out for them, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
he
stood out.
literally said like, and man, the way I felt was like he was taking the photos, and I
He's
think
going to
he was
use you as a
emailing
guinea
them.
pig.
Well, because he said he does
Send
know,
them to
like,
his
a
mates.
few-
He's like, well, yeah, fuck yeah,
100%.
cunts. Look at this shit.
100%. That's what I was like. He's sending this to his
Taking
eye
a picture.
doctor friends, going, "Well, look, I got a textbook weird one that we've never seen before." You know what I mean? Like,
Look at this cunt's eye, man. It's fucked.
yeah,
It's
It's
in the
like in something
Snapchat.
about Mary where the dude's balls is ripped up in the fucking up in his fly, and they're just inviting everyone into the fucking bathroom to look at his dick. Boy, so when you said a couple of months, and they're gonna have a
so
test.
I've
Is
got to
that-
go
or did
back
they just
in.
check?
I've got to go back in 3 months and get all the scans done again.
Okay.
And they'll see if it's changed. And
So
then-
you've got no pain there, you said?
no,
That's not-
man.
yeah.
And that's the thing. Like it's called, apart from noticing the vision change,
Yep.
there's no headaches, no eye pain, nothing.
So you're going to
It's
take
weird.
a
Have
few
you been
less
fishing?
fucking cum shots to the face now, obviously, because
Oh,
really it's got
Can't
behind
make
you.
any promises. It's too addictive, man.
If anything, it's like fuck it.
Yeah,
You know what I
well,
mean?
Now
May
it's
as well
like-
bring it on. You know,
Hey, if I lose an eye, I might get on disability. You never know.
it's just another hole then.
you're going to hold it open for the next one. Just fucking bang, straight in there.
Nah, you be right. I have a feeling you're gonna be right.
Yeah, man.
Fucking hope so.
Yeah,
It's a relief to hear, like, when you jumped on before we
Yeah,
started, to see you, like, quite jovial. I was thinking you'd get on and it'd be slightly...
Well,
Like
if I
bad
can tell you right
news,
now, if it
'cause-
had been something bad, we'd probably be having a different conversation.
We
Yeah,
might have
it's like
been, man. Yeah.
Probably shouldn't do a podcast tonight.
Yeah,
Probably,
yeah.
Probably should live life to its fullest.
We should be...
But like,
Should be rocking up
but
to
as soon
Reecey's
as
place
no,
with
when
cartons.
you hear those words though, right? When you hear you know
Right.
melanoma, when you hear all those, you're like,
Well, that
oh,
was-
they're
man,
like,
that was the
your
first thing-
arsehole goes cold. You know what I
Oh.
mean? You're like, okay, okay, pause
Of
life right now.
of all the
I've got
parts
it.
of my body, I've never thought, yeah, my asshole's gone cold when I fucking...
Well, then you're a very lucky man, Vinno. You're clenching. You're like, no, don't. You know what I mean? And then you almost don't listen to the rest of the words they say because you're still trying to comprehend that word, right? You're like melanoma. You're like,
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
and he's just talking. He's like, no. Other words don't matter. Go back to that word.
Yeah.
Are you serious about that word?
And then
No,
obviously,
man, it's good to know that you've whatever you have, it's been there. It's
Well-
not something that grows, right?
yeah. Well, hopefully not, because
Better
he
to
said
know.
he said it's like, to me, it's something that you've had for a long time.
Yeah.
like since you were young. So
You've only felt it now.
that's the thing.
It's since the flick. I think it's got to be so. It's since the flick, and I reckon it's a parasite from the water,
No,
Well,
but
that's
he
what he
didn't
said, he
fall
goes-
in.
from the
He didn't
flathead.
fall
From
in.
the flathead.
See, he either
Did he
said
touch the flatty?
like it was something I've had since I've been born, or at some point in my life, I've had like an infection or something that's attacked my eye, and it's just
Naturally
damaged, you know, and it's stayed that way.
And you never, as a kid, had any eye problems, like as a little kid or anything like
Never
that?
once, Mo. Like I didn't even, honestly, I never had glasses until like 4 years ago.
Fuck, yeah.
Yeah. And like, man, I only did, when I did my last medical for work, like my eyesight was
Good.
spot on. There was nothing wrong with it. You know? So,
How much does it suck getting old? It's like,
yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
No, but man, I'm glad to hear that, you know, it's not life threatening and
Well,
it's not.
I mean, I'm not going to count all my eggs yet. After I've had the second check and he's happy
But I'm
with
sure
it, then
I'm sure if he was a
I'll see.
specialist and he had not seen that, he would do everything he could to confirm. And
Yeah.
it wasn't. You'd hope. You know,
I have a prediction.
Here we
I
go.
think you're going to get in there in a couple of months and I'm like, it was just a bit of fluff. A little bit of fluff in there. And then everyone will be partying.
Look at the strobe light.
Actually, how do you turn it off?
Party time.
You know? But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I think you're going to be good.
Well,
it's
fingers
scary.
crossed anyway.
Scary all.
But man, I was like, yeah, this is the most stressful day. I mean, I've had a lot of stressful days lately, but this one was up there.
fuck, man.
Because
Absolutely.
you go in thinking, it's, you know what I mean, you've got something in your eye, you know what I mean, something's, you know what I mean, up.
No, that's
Then it's just different levels.
what I mean. Like when I was talking earlier about going in to get my glasses, like you just walk in there thinking, oh, I'm just going to get in here. He's going to give me some glasses. Like at no stage did anything like that sort of cross my mind. That's the first time I've sort of heard somebody go for an eye check and come out and go, holy fuck, like this could be more,
you know,
man.
Something
Like,
serious going on, yeah.
yeah, normally you relate
neither
that
did
with the
she.
doctors and all that sort of stuff. So
But neither did she, dude. So Reecey went, like, that's what I mean. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
it isn't a
that's
normal
right. Yeah,
thing,
I thought
know?
you were fucking doing that. Yeah, that's what she said. Joke for a second.
No. It's like,
No,
it's
but
something
she-
similar did happen to me. I went in and I got my penis checked. I was like, and he's like, no, he was like, this is too big. Have you been living with this? And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's like, have people been okay? And I'd be like, this is just how it looks.
Oh.
And I found out that it's actually, instead of at the back been caved in, at the front it's fucking, it's expanded. Yeah.
Your penis is like me. It doesn't fit in anywhere.
No, that's right. It's an outcast.
Yeah.
I like the way you move.
Wait, I'll give you the hot tip. And Dave and I
That's what
both...
she said. Oh, what he said. That's what he said.
Dave and I both... we both said it after we got home from the weekend.
Yeah.
And because once again on the way home, we didn't listen to another song. And we were like,
Yeah, we
man,
went
we
ages,
should have been recording this conversation. Like,
Why didn't you?
that could have been a hell of a good podcast, I reckon.
Because you can shoot the shit. When you're driving, you know, if we hooked up camera, we could go on a little road trip somewhere and we could get 3 episodes out of it.
Probably
Easy.
could.
Trip there, fucking
So my
the being there, and then the fucked trip back.
My
You know, it
trip
could be a
home
funny one, like,
was Bondi snoring and me just listening to the Joe Rogan podcast for the first time ever.
Oh, so it really does put him to
oh,
sleep.
sweet.
Mate, it did. He was...
That,
I had to check. I was at one stage holding my roof lining up because he was fucking sucking some big ones. No, he wasn't.
Yeah, look, I don't think either of you and I could even talk about snoring. For
I
the
felt
weekend,
so
mate.
bad, man. When I woke up...
Oh, dude, me and Bondi had to we had to get out of there. Well, I slept on 2 chairs pushed together because like
When I woke
look,
up
it
and I
was
realised
funny though. It was
yeah.
funny. It was.
And you know what? I said when we got there on Friday, I was like,
You did offer.
Vinno and
You did
I
offer,
should be
yeah.
in this top room. I said that, and they were like, nah. Dave was like, nah, you'll be right. And I was
She'll
like,
be right.
don't say I didn't warn you.
Bro,
Because
you
I've
woke
been
me
around
up
normal
though.
people who snore, and it's like,
I'm
yeah,
not a
it's
normal
snoring,
person,
but
mate.
that is not normal snoring.
Reese was like a fucking...
You should
Reese
have
was
told
like
the
an
eye
old
doctor about that.
Valiant
That's what
rolling
your
down
eye
the
is.
road, man. Like he was...
It's the weight of the snore behind your sinuses pounding your eye.
It probably is.
Dude, that was so like.
It was loud.
It was like.
It was
It wasn't even like a, you know, people snore, they go. It's more like. Oh, I can't even do it. I don't think I need like one of those velociraptor fucking larynxes that they had in Jurassic Park. You remember? It's like. I don't know. It felt like you were a ship coming into the port or something.
I'm a big
Constant.
grizzly bear, mate.
But you know what? I couldn't look at you and not be like, because I go there and be like, he's asleep. Look at him. So while the
there's
sound
nothing graceful
was like,
about it, that's for sure.
Oh, it was
but
fucking
you
funny.
need to get checked up for that shit. You might have like fucking. You need a machine or something.
I don't stop breathing though.
You stop something. There's something not.
Yeah, I stop people sleeping next to me.
Honestly, like I didn't realize how
Defense mechanism.
I didn't realize how loud the boys outside were until I got up and went to the toilet and got away from Reese's snoring. I'm like, fuck, those boys are loud. Reece was drowning it out.
They had people over too.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, fuck
What they get. We had a good time. We were only there for a fucking weekend.
Yeah.
So,
And we were alright. The second night was actually no. A couple of boys went up. Went up pretty late.
yeah, I wasn't. I had to drive back, so I was. Oh, as you did. Yeah. I was calling early.
I was drinking water for the last bit. I mean, I don't get to see you guys for a lot.
Yeah.
I have to go that extra bit to fucking Canberra. Fuck, that was shit.
Fuck,
It was
man.
nice weather though. It was good weather.
That's a
Gotta give
machine
that,
effort, eh? Like,
Yeah.
coming all the way you did. But anyway, your conversation that you had on the way back was solid, yeah?
Yeah, it was just it was just a good solid combo, man. It was,
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Us,
I'm
the
just-
road, couple of
I
near
got
death
the-
experiences.
I got the photo, so you'll be able to see it here in a sec. I'll just put it in the chat. So see that
Look
big
at this.
blotch?
That's
This
come.
is a scan. Let me have a gaze.
Yeah,
at
so
this.
that's my
So put
eye.
it up again. That looks like Mars, dude.
Yeah.
It looks like an asteroid hit Mars.
So that random dot off to the right
Jesus.
That's
is the
huge.
issue. Yeah, man. So the bright part in the middle where all the veins are going through, that's like the
Yep.
center of your eye.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Cool.
So that's like the way he described it was like, say you got a balloon, someone's
Yep.
poking their finger into it. That's what the back of my eye's doing.
Yeah, okay.
Jesus.
So it's
Yeah,
like a
right. Black hole.
indentation.
You've got
And it's-
fucking center of the universe in your eye.
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
There's aliens and shit on that planet, mate.
Fuck.
Someone's trying to fuck you from behind your eyes. Someone's.
But obviously,
Jesus
because
Christ, yeah.
the back of your eye is where the light refracts for your vision and whatever,
Yeah,
that's
Of course,
distorting
of
it.
course.
Yep.
So yeah, pretty wild, eh?
Yeah, man.
Nah, I hope for all the best, honestly. Like, we'll find out. And like you said, with the ignorance is bliss, it's probably good to try and just be like, I can't do anything about it. I gotta wait,
Just forget about it.
find out. Let's positive vibes.
But at the same time, early detection is crucial with these, especially cancers and those sorts of things. So anybody that's not sure about it, just go and get it checked. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, as I mentioned before, like just recently with the amount of people that I know that have, you know, been diagnosed with certain things, it is certainly a wake up call, and that's why I've gone and got a couple of things checked, because it makes you think.
You can't
and we're
go
still,
in too early.
We're only
for
in our
anything.
30s, boys. Like we've still got fucking a long
Yeah.
time to go. It's not. It's certainly not time to ring the bell yet. So
It's just so fucking devastating, though, isn't it? Like, you say, like, we are fucking young as fuck, but like, and well to you, and even double our age, you're now at like 50 and 60 or so. Like, it's still like, wow, that's pretty young now. But man,
Fucking
it's
is,
so
yeah.
like, there's fucking kids out there, and oh man, it fucking, I can't even watch the TV when that comes on. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like,
yeah,
it just shocks me how unfair it all is, really. That, you know,
makes you
we're
question a
lucky
lot
to
of
be
things.
where we are.
Yeah, and that's it. You know, you got to take advantage of the health that you've got and the benefit that
Extend
you
it
have.
as much as you
Yeah,
can.
yeah. Enjoy every moment, because, you know, things can change very quickly, and if all we're left with is the memories and the good times and stuff, then fucking have.
And it's crazy
like,
to think too, eh? Because like, obviously, you know, it's so cliche to be like, you know, live every day like it's your last, and you know, you only live once, and blah blah. But it's It's pretty fair.
I don't know
dinkum.
what you got.
It's fucking true. When you look at it and you think about it, I mean, we take it for granted very much so because, you know, we get up, go to work, and you get set in your routine, and you get used to things, and you just expect that tomorrow's going to be the same. It's going to be the same, either boring stuff or a little bit exciting and whatnot, and then, but things can change very, very quickly, and
But
we're very
all
very
of our
lucky.
elders say it, don't they? Anyone
Absolutely.
we talk to, like, what's it like? It goes by quick, motherfucker. And everyone's like, I don't feel like this old person.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But my body's breaking down, and I was like, what is, you know?
Well, even you look at the weekend. You know, it's 9 years this year.
That's right.
You know, and that has
How young
flown.
he was.
That has flown by. You know, and so that's a perfect example. But that was the first time that weekend driving home. That was the first time I actually listened to the Joe Rogan podcast. So while you guys were having in-depth conversation,
Which episode was it?
So I watched. I listened to the Mike Tyson, the second Mike Tyson episode, which was funny as fuck, man. Like,
man.
Just listening to Mike Tyson talk, and I lost count of how many times he was like, listen, and Joe was like, okay.
And you know when Mike Tyson says listen, you know what you do?
You listen.
But by the end of it, Joe's just like, I got the impression he was fucking done with it. But it was cool. It was interesting. Like,
Mike Tyson's a weird Joe Rogan episode to start with, I will say, because Mike Tyson's in a weird place in his life, and he's not scattered. And you have, because Mike Tyson's like Justin Bieber for adults.
Yep.
So everyone's kind of shell shocked in front of him, and he owns the room because he's fucking Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I would try like Joe Rogan episode with like Graham Hancock when he's talking about ancient civilizations that may have not have occurred, like that type of stuff.
It was,
or like alien stuff, and because
what
he
was
gets
interesting,
crazy deep on that stuff.
What was interesting with that is Mike Tyson did have a few viewpoints on some of those things.
Psychedelic drugs.
Some of it was fucking crazy. Yeah, it was.
Well, Mike does them. Mike takes mushrooms and stuff. He probably took some on the Joe Rogan show.
They were smoking weed.
It's all legal over there.
Yeah. At one point, like he was trying to talk.
Weed too.
He was trying to talk, and you couldn't hear a damn thing he was saying because he was just having the biggest toke of his life, man. But I don't know. I just haven't ever sort of allocated time to listening to Joe Rogan's podcast. Not because I disagree with him. It's I get a lot of time at work, but at the same time, you're in the cab with somebody, you're talking to them. And the few that I have listened to, like Case File is one that I have listened to a lot. You know, the true crime sort of podcast, and it's factual events and those sorts of things. But
you listen to Sword and Scale?
Sorry,
Sword and Scale?
No.
If you like true crime stuff, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, well, Case File is probably the only one that I've heavily listened to. I was trying to get through all of them, and I lost track. And there's
all the Forensic File episodes are on Amazon Prime too, if you're interested.
Yes, wait.
But Joe has, if you like that type of stuff as well, Joe has people on that like were involved in the Manson Charles Manson investigations and other serial killers and stuff as well. Like he gets a lot of people from the CIA and a lot of former cops too.
Yeah, so Bonnie was telling me about that one.
Yeah.
Where he was talking to the ex-CIA agent.
Manson.
It was just about things that the CIA got, were involved in, and
well, yeah, man, they fucking did. Did you ever hear of Operation Midnight Climax?
No.
I love this one because it's so crazy that they got away with it. It's all declassified. This is a real thing that happened.
Yep.
They would set up fake brothels, which is illegal in America completely. There's no sex work in America.
Yep. Unless you film it.
Set up brothels.
Unless you film it and the people are getting paid.
That's right. Yeah. Well, you got to pay everybody.
You can make porn. You can make porn.
It is art.
Get to a brothel.
It's complete.
Yeah.
But so you can't charge them.
I love art.
But they'd get the Johns in, hire prostitutes to have sex with and all, and they douse them with LSD. And they invented LSD back then, so they didn't know what it did. They didn't know how much to give people.
Yeah.
And then they would literally follow them to see how people reacted to it. Can you imagine going to a brothel?
So
Okay,
wild.
I'm sneaking away to go to a brothel, all right? and then you come out of it, and then all of a sudden you're on LSD, and there's people following you. You know, like they did that to people, dude.
That's fucking paranoia,
dude.
Overdose.
That's a real thing, yeah. And then obviously there's the rumors of MK Ultra and all that stuff as well. But the literal Operation Midnight Climax is a real thing, and it's
yeah, right.
That to be like and I wonder if those guys even know. They probably like. They're watching Joe Rogan, these 80-year-old dudes going, that motherfucker.
Yeah,
That was me.
I remember a night like that. Yeah, or probably
Dude,
not.
driving home and
That
then
was
all
the
of a sudden you
craziest
take
nut
over.
I ever had.
Yeah, you just take up over the mountain. You know, they surprised people didn't fucking die, dude.
Yeah,
Whatever.
man.
But yeah, Joe Rogan back in the day, watching all those episodes, man, they're so good. And
I'm gonna have to go
Egyptian
back.
Pyramids were so much.
I'm gonna have
older
to
than
go.
they are.
Oh man, that's one thing, and I've seen a few snippets of Joe Rogan podcast, about the pyramids and stuff. I think we asked a
Randall
question
Carlson.
on here. If you had the chance to go
and Robert
back,
Schoch.
if you had the chance to go back and witness one event, in history, I think we asked what would it be?
How far can you go
Hanson.
back dinosaurs-y, and are you protected by like a
Wouldn't
fucking
want
force
to.
field? And
I
no one
want to
can
go
fuck
back
you?
and I would want to go back and see how the pyramids were built, the process there, because that is still one of the biggest questions. There's a lot of speculation around how it was done, and the preciseness of them, their location.
It is an engineering
Wise, but
for sure.
but at the same time, why
its time.
different continents? You know, for that era, and we thought that they weren't
Well, the
expanding
rocks
past
are
themselves.
from a different continent, aren't they? Or at
What?
least from the other side of Africa.
So you've got
the pyramids.
you've got
I'm so out
pyramids.
of the loop with this.
Well, you got pyramids, dude, in South America, right? And you've got the pyramids that we know about in Egypt.
Aztec pyramids.
Yeah, so you know the question
In
there,
North America, they got pyramids.
there's been a few other things. What was the other?
New Grange in Ireland. They've
Yeah.
basically set up all of these. Everyone around, all these cultures around the world never met each other, dude.
Yeah,
And they all figured out because everyone needed to know about the
Shelter.
rotation. of-
Everyone needs shelter too.
Well, kind of like that, but they needed to know the
But these are
time.
burial
So
chambers.
pyramids, all these pyramids are like designed at certain times of year for lights to shine in them, and it basically tells you what time of year it is, and not only what time of year it is, what fucking like the Aztec calendar would tell you, like they used pyramids and things like that to tell what, not what time it is, but what year it was, and to predict the weather and stuff like that in the future, and how far away you would get from, like, it's unbelievable.
it's
That's all,
it's
isn't
just crazy because
It's all over the world. People
one of the
build pyramids.
one of the things that they were talking about was, this guy was talking about the preciseness of the pyramid, right? For the size that they are, and the engineering magnificence, I suppose, that's involved in something like that for that time period being built. Like, it's just once meter out, and the whole thing was fucked. And it's the way it's put together and the size of it for those sizes of this, like the massive stones. But then there's the interior. So there's parts of the interior that just don't make any sense, with how they've got there for what we understand, for what we, the tools that they had, we think they had in that time.
So accurate.
Man, it's just, but even the weight of things to get inside.
Well, those rocks,
just-
like I was trying to say earlier, they're from
Yeah.
a different part of Africa. Like these huge
Yeah.
fucking rocks, Reece. They're fucking like half a head, like car-sized rocks, bigger than that even, from the other side of the continent, and they brought over and placed in fucking bee's dick, fucking precision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everyone's like, oh, the slaves. It's like, it's only some, like, slaves, it's only so much manpower you can throw at something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It
It's
also
not
comes
about
down
that.
to like, isn't it like a lot to do with angle and height to even get them up?
Yeah.
High enough to build as well. There was
There's
the
a lot
things
of,
that
there's a
they
lot of
thought were
theories,
like
eh?
pretty much impossible to do without certain things like.
But even their
And it
location.
had a layer of limestone or something, didn't it? That's gone now. So it used to
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
be
around
like
the-
shining white, the
Yeah.
pyramids, but all that's eroded over time
Yeah.
because And that's another thing. The Sphinx has signs of water damage at it that predates that type of water flow in Egypt.
Yep.
So a lot of people think people overtook Egypt, carved a different face in it, and fucking changed the whole history. The Library of Alexandria is dusted. Like there's some.
That's
like,
one
a
of
lot
the
people
biggest-
think that it's hidden. The
It's
history.
so wild, eh?
Because what do we do when we take over a motherfucker's country? We don't keep their library and teach their histories and stuff. We go zip, and then we, you know what I mean? Like, and
But
man,
there's
it
theories
freaks me
about
out, really.
the Library of Alexandria with it. Having a internal combustion engine.
The Baghdad battery over in in
So there's
Baghdad, I guess.
there's
Babylon.
so many things that are speculated. It's just such a shame that's gone.
We can't know. That's a great
No.
time to go back, Vinno.
Fuck
I'd
yeah.
go back to fucking the tower. Like, I would go back to Babylon, dude. I'll go back to all those ancient, even predating, because Egypt, like, it's so fucking. And then I want to go to Petra in Jordan as well, when they've got all those. Man, there's so many parts of the world that are just fucking unbelievable. They're scary motherfucking places to go, though.
So Babylon, even like now that you've mentioned it, you hear a lot about Babylon. I'd only looked into it briefly, but I did a bit more looking, and I was pretty ignorant as to where that Babylon was directly located. It was,
Baghdad, isn't it?
yeah,
Or like Iraq, modern day Iraq.
yeah.
Mesopotamia, Iran.
Which is interesting, like, because the moment I started looking into it, I sort of went, "Oh, this relates a lot to the Afghan episode that we did." We were talking about the history of Afghanistan and all that. And when you look at those ancient worlds and the trade routes and all those sorts of things, and yeah, like I knew Babylon was sort of Middle East. I didn't realize it was modern day Iraq sort of thing. It was fucking
The
crazy.
original-
I didn't know that until right
civilization.
now.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Yeah, dude, like Iraq is where like we had our first civilization. It's pretty crazy to think that. And then nowadays, like like our first war that we watched on TV was watching it getting destroyed. Like
Yeah, like Desert Storm.
Syria, dude, Jordan, and Palestine, all these ancient, like Israel, fucking all over the Middle East, the cradle of civilization.
And I suppose
And then you go to like even Ethiopia in Africa and Egypt in Africa and all these countries. And then like Vinno was saying, South America, Aztecs, the Mayans, North America, the European tribes making fucking Stonehenge and stuff. They're all trying to connect to the stars. That's what I love about ancient societies. They looked up and they tried to find their place in the world. And then religion came along and made them read this book and this book only. And that's all.
Yeah.
And then they latched onto all the fucking this, because we made our pagan fucking holidays and times a year and the solstice and all that's all. We worship time and our place in the universe by marking these times a year. Okay, harvest and Easter, it's when we need to know when to pick the crops, but also let's celebrate it as it's fertility, you know what I mean? And we know when it's Easter by this and that. Like, and we were so smart. But then we just go blip right down to, why is the sun up there? Oh, God put it there, and he put it there on Saturday.
Yeah.
And no, it wasn't. Was it? When did he bring light? Was it Monday? I can't remember.
I can't remember the old story,
But
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 it's so
they've dumbed it down.
ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's no explanation when it's challenged. In my opinion, when it's properly challenged, there's no explanation. And I've had a few
So long ago,
conversations
though.
with heavily religious people, and it's not been an antagonistic type of conversation. I've just been interested, and what I've found is quite often these people that I have spoken to revert back to, you've just got to believe.
Yeah.
Simplicity,
Gotta have
bliss.
faith.
Yeah, but
Bliss.
I want to have. There's got to be an explanation for these stories and those sorts of things. You can't just blindly follow it and accept it. In my opinion, and that is just
Not
my
without
opinion.
faith.
That's just the way I am. Look, if people are happy within their faith and they're not harming anybody else in doing that, right? They go to church on Sundays. They're not harming anybody. They're not impeding on anybody's life. All good and well. That's the thing, right? Religion becomes a problem for me when they start pushing their lifestyle and their issues and their beliefs on other people. And admittedly, one of the conversations that I had was with people coming and knocking on my front door. This is when I was living over at Hunterview. Yeah, well, they were really good actually, because they came and said, "Oh, we're doing this thing for the church. Do you want to come?" And I went, "No." And I brought up the story of Noah's Ark, right, and the explanation there, and I did bring a bit of Australian knowledge in there, and I said, well, kangaroos weren't mentioned in the Bible, koalas and those sorts of things. In fact, Australia wasn't, even...
They'd have no idea about
no.
it. Yeah.
So how is it that... And it's not just Australia, like the Middle East was all that's really mentioned. So you haven't got America mentioned, you haven't got all these other continents mentioned, and their natural or native species of animals for them. So
they're just old.
It just doesn't make sense.
Mythology.
They are, and it's
is.
just. But the response I got was, "Oh, you just have to believe," and I just went, "Mate, I can't. Like, I can't accept that. I can't just accept blindly following."
Lost the point of this stuff.
Yeah,
because it used to be like these stories are like why do we tell kids about Santa? It's because we want them to behave, and you know what I mean. But ultimately, these times
they wanted people. They wanted people to buy Coca-Cola.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about not specifically Santa. I'm talking about like, why do you tell people to do stuff? You give them you personify a story for them.
Yep.
Like Easter, Easter we or not even Easter. When the whole story of Jesus is about the sun dying and then rising again.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the end
it's
of the year.
It's all based around the sun and the stars, man.
That's all it is. So and then people are like, "Oh, he died. Why did he die?" And they're like, "No, mate. We just want you. We're trying to tell you this story, right? So that you know that at the end of the year, the sun falls, and it's like, no, who's someone killed him? Well, what did he stand for?"
Comes down like, prior to written story. Like, we passed on knowledge through stories before it was written down,
exactly.
And it's like the old Chinese whispers where it just gets blown out of proportion massively. But I think everybody's seen the Zika
seriously.
Yeah, man.
They're taking it like, "Oh, this happened." No, we're trying to show you how stuff works by.
It's a metaphor. It's fucking
exactly.
It's metaphorical. A lot of these things aren't fucking real, but it's a way of explaining that time period and the things that happen in the world around them at that period of time.
It's the zodiacs. It's we personify the stars so we know when. There's nothing spooky about it. We're just trying to teach you where you are and what date it is.
Yeah.
I love it though, because we're so primitively attached to it. You know what I mean? We're supposed to see this importance in it. It's been engraved in us, the importance in this stuff, because that's how we survived. It's how you knew where. Because if you didn't do it right, you fucking had no crop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's some serious shit. You didn't know didn't know what direction you were walking.
Well, it's the way that people read the land. Yeah.
It
was the way that people read the land. And
then we attached philosophy to it. So we're like, which were our first attempt at laws. Like, well, if you want to get to the good place, like Santa, then you got to do these things. You know what I mean? Like, if you want the good thing, well, here's the rules. So it's all attached, and attach it to all that shit, and even the times of year and our celebrations. So it's a good thing. And
just another government. It's all about control.
Well, it's the proto-government, really, in a way. It's like a personal control. Like, that's another reason why people love religion. It's like, I don't know what to believe. I don't know what's the right thing to do. I just need someone to tell me, what should I do? And it's like, okay, mate, don't do this, and this, and be happy.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
I'll bring it back to something I believe we've mentioned before. Just don't be a cunt.
Yeah.
That's all that matters, really.
That's all that matters. Just don't be a cunt.
It should be the rule.
Don't be a cunt and drink water.
Yeah.
There you go.
Rules to live by.
If you're out of water, grab whiskey. Just fucking.
Well,
don't be a cunt.
Of course, the alcoholic could say that.
And make sure you get a couple of jars in you, mate.
Hey, I was the last one.
What are you looking at?
I was the last one to have a beer in my hand there on the fucking weekend. I had to wait until we were.
And you were the first too. Yeah. Look, he's like,
I wasn't.
I
I wasn't the one
I'm
putting
gonna
that.
celebrate that with a drink.
I wasn't the one putting that fireball away like it was fucking nothing.
Yeah,
I'm
that
looking
was
at you,
Dave.
Reecey. No, you were fucking peer
On the
pressuring.
first night, I
Reece
had
was
some
sitting
Fireball,
around bullying
But Reece
everybody.
was Fireball,
Yeah.
that second one.
He was bullying the fuck out of everybody to drink that fireball.
Oh, he
I'm a-
fucking Smoke.
I'm a different
Smoke got into
human.
the fire, didn't he? Smoke got a little bit into the fire there.
Mate, on the Friday night, everybody
When
was on
there's
the
smoke.
fireball.
Yeah.
Everybody.
That
Such an
First
easy
night.
drink.
That
It's
first
dangerously easy.
night. Yeah.
It is dangerously easy. It is a good drop.
It's so like it is like, and it has that after burn. It's so
love
good.
it.
It's
It
fucking
reminds
so
me,
good.
now instantly, like as soon as I had the first sip, it just reminded me of, you know, like if you ever gone to a bakery first thing in the morning when they've just dropped the first hot
Yeah,
cinnamon
yeah,
donut,
yeah.
man.
It's
It's like,
fresh.
oh, fuck,
It's like a
so
donut
good.
on fire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the liquid donut.
like a flaming donut.
So fucking good.
Yeah, it
Oh,
really
man.
is. But yeah, I'm
I
a
got
different.
smashed
I'm
by
a different.
mosquitoes. Yeah.
Oh man, I was scratching like crazy when I got home.
Yes, dude.
That was the
I
AIDS.
don't normally get hit like that.
Neither do I.
don't. And a couple of days, it like took me a day to be like, am I fucking getting smashed by mosquitoes? But I got home and it was like they started
Yeah,
to really piss
I
me
was
off.
the same. I was the same.
Yeah.
My feet
The
got
alcohol
smashed.
might have dulled it on the whole time. But
Yeah.
as soon as that wore off, fuck man. Yeah.
My biggest issue was myself. I mean, like I fell up fucking stairs and cut my hand up. Like,
Why was that?
sorry,
Why did you fall?
I was trying to walk up the stairs.
But you can walk up the stairs normally when you're sober and all. Was there
Probably.
something different?
Probably good. I was fucking hammered. Reese had been passing the
Oh.
fireball around.
That's normal though. Yeah.
All I wanted to do was go up and get my phone charger.
Well,
and
you
that-
know what? That
Cut-
wasn't funny because like as well. But the real problem with it wasn't that you fall downstairs. It was because what you have to grab on at that place we were at was basically, if everyone knows, like laser cut patterned fence. It's like pretty bad to get your finger caught in like a fucking blade of grass on that because it'll slice your fucking hand up, dude. I'm surprised you
Well,
didn't.
that's what it
Like,
did.
that could have been a lot worse. It could have.
Oh, well,
been
it took a decent chunk out, but I mean, I remember walking back downstairs and Reecey was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" I'm like, "What are you talking about, cunt?" He's like, "You got fucking blood all over your hands because it had taken a chunk
Oh, so you
out of
didn't
the
know?
I probably did,
Smash, ladies and gentlemen. Smash.
but Reecey was like, "Man, you got fucking blood all over you." I'm like, "Yeah, probably." And I looked at my hand, I could see the chunk. I'm like, "Oh, should be right." But it wasn't until the next morning when I was out checking those crab traps.
Yeah.
And I was out on the kayak, like, feeling seedy as shit. And I put my hand in the water to grab the fucking rope, and it just stung like a motherfucker. Like,
I think Dave definitely took the cake for biggest hangover.
yeah.
Oi, that first fucking
He was
night, I
struggling
was
the
like, I
most
was
out of
not
everyone,
good.
I think.
I was not, but I went hard. I went
Yeah, you
hard because
did.
that was like my first night in a long time. I just come off a bout of sickness. I just
Yeah.
driven all the way there. I was like, you know what? I'm down for it.
Tiredness
And I
was a
up-
big thing.
I-
Tell you motherfucker that can just punch on, like, just continue going, is Spindle. Like,
Yeah, man.
Stouty just kept going with a
Dude.
smile on his face. And you know
And wakes
what?
up like he's
Ruder as
completely
well.
fine.
yeah.
Ruder as
just
well.
like-
He was sneaky good.
Ruder-
as well,
Ruder
because
had
he
a
was up
chamber?
all night.
He had a spear?
He was up with Spindle. He was up the whole time.
Oh, man. They are machines, those boys. Like,
I don't know. First night, Ruder was down and out pretty early compared to most of us.
Was he? I can't really see. I'll be
Remember, he was
honest with you.
asleep in the chair
The
next to
first
me.
night was kind of.
That's why we had to wake him up. I remember actually walking him upstairs to Bell, like, dude, you need to go to bed.
Look,
Fucking
I went
hell.
to bed early on the Saturday night, but I also started at like 7:30 in the morning.
Dude, you went.
Yeah, I'll say that. I wasn't having a bar that morning drinking.
You
I
had
was still
fucking.
fucked.
You had 3 largies by the time we'd fucking caught our first fish.
More
man.
and a stubby. We were like, oh, Vinno, you don't even know the half of it. Let me tell you. we went up a fucking cliff sides and mountains. I was like, these cunts are crazy, windy fucking cliff sides.
I was
and
having
this
a
cunt's
nap.
3 largies deep.
I know.
Stubby deep in fucking slider thongs, fucking hanging on the side of a cliff. And I'm like, this is the day. This is not gonna be just Huey's memorial now. We're gonna be like, I remember last year when Reecey flew off the cliff. I couldn't believe it. And then he's arcing up at kangaroos as well. We engaged a fucking snake. How about ruder when the snake
arcing up at kangaroo,
poking it.
It's like, is this a brown snake?
That's what we were doing, eh?
Like
Legit.
a brown snake?
We're like flicking pebbles at it, going, I think it's a brown. I don't know.
Because I seen it as well. Of all of us,
Yeah,
to
we
find
didn't
the
even
fucking
see
snake.
it. It was Dave that found it.
I froze on my little Irish
Saint
body.
Peter.
Just was like, run, Dave, run.
the Australian Saint Peter.
Because obviously Saint Patrick got rid of that.
Saint
shit
Patrick.
for us.
Saint Peter. Saint Patrick.
What did you say?
Saint
Peter.
Peter.
Saint Peter. And it's the snake killer.
Yeah. Saint
So have you
Patrick.
seen the St. Patrick's Day episode of South Park from the latest season?
No.
No, I haven't.
I
I
won't
was
talk
talking
about it.
about
No, watch it.
Simpsons.
Watch
Yeah,
it.
right.
Watch it.
I will watch
It's
it. I will
funny.
watch it.
Fuck, I'm terrible with names on this show. I've got some fucking.
What do you mean this show?
It's
Oh,
seriously
yeah.
your alcohol problem. Because we're all the same to you. We're just dancing bottles of whiskey. That's how Vinno walks around and goes, which one will I
Daisy
drink?
Tullamore. I just finished that.
I was going to say, what is the whiskey of the week this week?
Oh,
mate?
look,
Should we
okay.
cue the music?
I should
think we
grab
should-
a bottle of Jameson now.
We might. Oh,
You should. You should.
Nah. Reecey
should.
left the bottle of
All right.
Jameson in my car.
I've
But
got a
here,
special
Vinno.
one. I've got a special
Wait,
one. So
play the music.
let's
You
play
gotta
the music.
fucking
Let's play the music, and then we'll come
Whiskey
back
of
to
the
it.
week.
All right, boys. I've got a
Special one.
I've got a special one for you. So, as you know, I've recently joined the whiskey club. Okay. And so what happens with that is, once a month, or you can, there's a few plans, but the plan that I'm on, I get one whiskey a month. Okay, sent to me. And it gives you. I didn't realize just how. So this is my first one that I've received for them. Right, I didn't realize how in depth it was. So they send you a letter with it, and it gives you a full rundown on the whiskey that you get for that month. Everything from its origins to the colors, flavors, and finish, all that sort of stuff. So it's really, really cool. And I remember talking to Colin about this. Cheers to Colin.
He loves that shit. Yeah.
Cheers to Colin.
Cheers to Colin. It was Colin's birthday on fucking May 11th.
Was it really?
Yeah, it's last week.
Fuck.
Colin's 58.
Give him another one.
58 years old. No, it was his 30th. He was 30.
Oh, fuck.
30, dude.
Bro, that
When you
makes
having
me
a party,
feel.
champ?
Yeah,
We're
fuck.
all babied up now, mate. You can't be
Yeah.
doing that shit.
That's even more reason to have a party. You need a break from that shit.
Ah, mate.
But anyway.
He does need a break. He needs to fucking get on the piss.
He
That's
does.
what he does need to do.
He needs to come up
get
here
over
and-
for an in-person for
Colin, I'm formally inviting you to my house. I have a spare room. Come and get on
Get
the
pissed
whiskey.
with this man.
Get pissed with
Yeah.
me.
And obviously, Colin, the same situation goes with us. You are not allowed here until you get pissed with us. I actually
will
have no
say-
backyard at the moment. It's all fucking dug up at the moment.
Hey,
Right.
Colin, I will say that your South African wife is more than welcome in my
Oh,
house.
yeah. Vinno. It's like, hello, Vinno, it's me. You remember me from David's wedding? Remember you gave me some blood diamonds. How about them Springboks? eh?
Oh fuck, dude! I remember
That was
watching
my
that,
attempt at a South African
watching that
accent for people at
episode
home.
back. I knew it was coming up, and I saw that part. I'm like, you fuck.
It's like, she's from
dickhead.
South Africa, isn't
Oh,
it?
man.
Samoan.
Samoa. South Africa.
Anyway.
I get you know. Yeah.
Anyway, so this is
Anyway.
this is the first one.
Anyway, back to the alcohol.
Alcohol.
Ah,
would
God
never,
bless you. No, this is some cultured alcohol shit.
So this is
So this is your very first one.
this is my first one that I've had from the whiskey club, right? So this is called Bladnock.
Oh shit! I like the shape.
Dude, it's
Bladnock.
That's what she
Blannock,
said.
is it?
Bladnock, yeah, or Bladnock,
Bladnock.
yeah.
Is it Irish? Then it must be Irish or Scottish.
Lowland single malt Scotch whiskey.
Yeah.
So, when I said it comes with a whole letter.
Like we all do. We
Yeah,
all come with a hole, don't
it
we?
comes with a whole.
No
So
one even got my that's what she said.
no, we didn't. No.
Oh no! What?
We couldn't see it.
When you said I like the shape of it.
Oh.
Amber Heard
You
would
got
like
it
the
back
show.
then. You got it back then. That's what she said. Save.
So just
Like
a
and
quick
subscribe.
quick rundown on it. They do.
Sorry, Vinno. Go ahead.
Just completely always ruining Vinno's time to shine, eh?
No, it's not my time to shine.
But do like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Go on, Vinno.
Subscribe to a whiskey club.
So it gives you
subscribe to us,
some of the things that are included in this is like the color, the nose, obviously the smell, and the palate. So
You get a whole palette.
it gives you apricots, oven baked apple and cinnamon, Anzac biscuits, caramelized almonds, and campfire toasted marshmallows. Right now, I've had one glass of this.
Anzac biscuits.
Yeah. So that was the one
In a
that's
fucking Scottish. In a
that
Scotch.
stood out the most, right? So I've had one glass of this only. It's in the cupboard for a mate down the road who also likes one, and Colin. So I told Colin that I'd save the Scotch, the whiskey club Scotches.
Let's do a
when he comes
whiskey
up.
tasting for an episode. That could be interesting.
Yeah. So,
And
but
you and Colin can wax lyrical, and me and Reece can just fucking be smashed.
fuck
We'll just
yeah.
get smashed.
But that was one of the tastes
regardless.
that did shine through. Like when I was reading that, and I went, "Holy fuck!" Right, are you?
Biscuits.
Yeah. So
How do they do that? And here,
It's-
look, but here's another thing: is this made in Australia,
oh, hang on, give me a sec.
or is it like a
Anzac
Scotch
biscuits
that
are
an
golden
Australian?
syrup, right? That's the main ingredient.
Yeah.
Golden syrup.
That's what gives it that fucking
I
that
haven't.
honey fucking oaty taste. Well, it might be just oats and honey. I don't fucking know what they made it originally.
It's golden syrup, right?
Yeah, that's the taste now, anyway.
I love
But
golden
is this
syrup,
a
man.
Scotch that an Australian is reviewing? He's like, it has a sense of Anzac biscuit.
It could
or
be.
Is this?
It is
or
an
is
Australian
this like?
whiskey club, right?
Yeah, but can
Yeah.
a Scotch be made outside Scotland?
There you go. That, like,
Canada,
I don't
you're drinking it, dude. Look what you can.
But
No,
a
no, but
Canadian
that's a
club.
whiskey.
whiskey.
That's not a Scotch, is it? That's a
So
whiskey. Yeah,
Scotch whiskey.
but
Is,
Scotch is not.
it's
Scotch
like we
is
were
made in
talking about
Scotland.
before, like with whiskey as opposed to
Spelled
Irish
differently
whiskey.
in different countries.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
So
it's
this is
the
a-
difference between Scotland and Ireland.
Yeah.
So Irish has the
difference between
E
one and two heads. Yeah, we have the E. We have the E.
Irish
and
has
they
the
have
E,
Y.
and Scotland has the KY.
But everywhere else,
Americans, they
it's-
do the. What's the
Because
difference of a
Scots
bourbon?
never get anyone wet, so they need the KY.
bourbon's
That's right. Yeah.
Bourbon's
You
the
need
way
you need
that
a little
it's-
bit of E. Come to Ireland.
bourbon's the way that
Yeah.
it's distilled and the mash and all those sorts of things, man. Like it's
Yeah. Okay. Good.
yeah.
But so can a Scotch be? Is Scotch just whiskey that's made in Scotland?
Man, you're asking like an amateur, just starting to
you're right.
learn
You've
this
just-
shit.
you've
Where does
just
that say it was
completely blown
made?
his
Where does
mind.
that say it was made on the bottle? Is the bottle there? Where is it
so-
distilled or made or bottled or whatever?
Lowland single malt. So I can't actually see. Here we go. Galway, Scotland.
Galway, Scotland. That's mad. There's a Galway in Ireland too.
Galloway, sorry. Galway.
Okay, yeah,
Fuck,
that makes
mate.
sense.
Like the
Galloway.
golf thing.
Galloway. In
You're
Scotland.
yeah,
like-
like the golf. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, you're really doing the names thing justice, eh?
Man, I'm fucking shocking with names. I'm terrible with names, just in general.
Yeah.
All right. If somebody
I'm bad
tells me,
with
I'm one of
faces.
those people that if someone comes up and tells me their name, I'm fucked if I can remember it. But if someone comes up and I remember their face, I remember other things. If I hear someone's voice, I can instantly put a face to that voice. Can't
Yeah.
put a fucking name to it though. Like
I know.
You know
I
what's
kind of
crazy?
know people.
Mm.
Yeah.
I went to the shops this afternoon and I was walking down the aisle, seen one of the workers there, and I was like, that dude's name's Kyle.
Really?
And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Kyle. And then walked past, boom, Kyle on his name badge. And it was because
Did
a
you
couple
know?
of weeks ago, I heard one of his team members go, "Oi, Kyle!" down the aisle.
See, for
And I just
me,
went,
if I saw that
Kyle
bloke,
from the
he'd
aisle.
be
So Kyle
mate.
from the aisle.
He'd just be old mate. Like,
It was either that or he had a monster fucking energy drink tattoo.
or he was
Name's
punching
Kyle.
punching a hole in the fucking back wall.
Yeah.
It was, man, and it's so funny that you bring that up because, like, this afternoon when I saw that, I was like, I don't remember his name.
Yeah, man.
Like, I don't even know the dude. You know?
I for the life of me cannot remember names.
Just remember
I
looking at
mixed
him.
faces up. Like, I thought Hicksy and Frank Faulkner were the same person for weeks, man.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Weeks.
It's the chin and the jaw.
Completely different hair
They're
color.
just
though.
both gorgeous. Both gorgeous.
But yeah, like when it comes to names, I've always been fucking hopeless. The moment I start having a few drinks, I'm even worse. I'm terrible with fucking.
Is this like one of those vicious cycle things? It's like,
So
I'm
I
terrible
wonder
with
what's
names,
causing
but
it,
when I
Vinno.
drink, I'm worse. But you always drink, so that's why you're worse.
No. So I had. I'm not even gonna get into it. These guys.
It's too real. It's too real now. It's too real.
Oh fuck.
Welcome to Fireside Interventions.
We nearly gave
Every
Reece one.
week's an
We nearly gave
intervention.
Reece one on the weekend when he was up at 5 o'clock in the morning drinking long neck of VB.
Oh, alcohol on alcohol crime.
Yeah, it's what, yeah. Hey, I'm a different animal when I'm away with the boys.
Oh
mate.
man.
Oi.
When you handed me that first
I feel
stubby,
like I could have been if I wasn't driving. You know, I feel like I would have. That's
Yeah,
it.
see, I was lucky. I was a passenger, so
Yeah.
it's easy for me to just go ham. But thank you again.
You
for
recovered fucking well, though. You fucking
Yeah.
recover well. I gotta give you that, man. I haven't recovered. Like,
he always has,
I
man.
just can't do it anymore.
He always has.
When I was a kid, we all remember bang, bang, bang every night. Smash, drink, karaoke night. Well, we gotta get drunk.
Oh.
Fucking, you know. Oh, Friday night. Well, it's Friday night. Saturday night. Well, it's Saturday night. Sunday night. Well, the footy's on. You know what I mean? Like, there's always, and then he went brrrr, and Wednesday night's uni night. Like, fucking, there's all a reason to drink.
Yeah.
But now I struggle. Friday night and then Saturday I'm fucked. Saturday night and then fucking the week I'm fucked.
Speaking of drinking games, actually, did you see the Batuta Advocate posted their election drinking game?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, get on and have a gander. It's pretty funny.
Right.
It's pretty
You know,
funny,
fucking,
man.
isn't it mad? Are you going to vote tomorrow or have you
Yeah.
already voted?
No,
I
I'm
haven't
going to
voted
vote
yet, but
tomorrow.
yeah, I'll vote.
Go tomorrow, get yourself a democracy sausage and put Labour first, motherfuckers, and put Liberals last.
Batuta election drinking game. Here we go. The ultimate.
Although it's all different.
Election
Who's
night
your options
drinking
there
game.
in the Hunter?
It's quite long. So
Remember, we've got the
there's a
giant.
few-
Remember the dude that we showed up.
Yeah,
Dan
man. That big
Yeah.
motherfucking giant.
Barolaro
unit
or
of
whatever.
fuck.
He's a fucking big boy, man. I feel like. Okay, here we go.
Feel like
5
that's gonna be
p.m.
a lot on the
Organised to
state
meet up with a
budget for
few
us
good
in the
friends
field.
down the road at a local pub. Make sure they're the type of mate you can easily have a one-on-one chat with without getting tiresome or tedious. A maximum of 4, including you, is a good starting point. Like, I almost feel like it should be like a 5 p.m. kickoff, Fireside Yarns.
It could
5:15.
be. Oi, maybe we could do a live stream of the election.
Well, listen, they've got it wrong already. So the 5 p.m. is the meet-up, but 5:15 is start drinking. Cunts, like
Got shit to do.
3:30.
You're talking to an alcoholic, man.
Yeah,
He's
3:30.
He's been drinking since.
He's like,
3:30
I plan
might
to
be
drink
his
then.
fucking
Yes,
crack, man.
yes, I plan to have a drink then.
Yeah. Make sure to go in. Make sure to go in round. So if anybody in your party fails to keep up with the drinking pace, peer pressure them. Fuck, that's me every time. And accuse them of being homosexual until they forcefully finish their mainstream beer. 5:20,
Aussie as
more
fuck.
beers.
Bro, wait till you get into this. It's great.
5:30, more beers. 5:45, more. I feel like there could be like that's too much of a gap. That's a 10-minute gap. And then
Listen to this cunt.
5:30 to 5:45. That's a 15-minute gap. That's unacceptable. 6 p.m. Polls officially closed in the eastern states: Lord Howe Island, Norfolk Island, and the Australian Antarctic Territories. More beers. There should have been beers at 5:50. 6:15. First mention of getting some cocaine means more beers.
Bags,
Drink up.
bags.
There should have been
Bags.
from 6 to 6:15. Should have been 6:10. More beers. 6:30. More beers. Once again, 15-minute gap. Unacceptable. 6:41. Cocaine located. Whip around fails to net the necessary amount of 2 grams. So ask one friend to cover half the transaction until the following Thursday. More beers. 6:53. More beers. That's See, that's
Do you notice how the times are getting a bit sporadic?
yeah, but it's still an unacceptable time frame. So 6:41 to 6:53 in between beers, unacceptable. More beers. First member of your drinking team is allowed to use the bathroom. Oh, so the seal's only broken at 6:53.
That's nearly 2 hours.
6:59. Elect to
That's
go
a
to the
fucking
bathroom,
decent
saying you
quick.
need to take a shit so your mates don't rip on you for having a tiny lady bladder. 701. Make yourself vomit. See, this is just bitch move. Make yourself vomit into the toilet, but try to do it silently and in time with flushing the toilet, so nobody knows what you're up to. Close the toilet when you're finished and put your head in the palms of your hands and wonder why you keep doing this to yourself. That 7:01 p.m. can just be removed entirely. Like, that's just a fucking. if it's 7 o'clock,
This is your daily life, though. That's what they don't like.
remove
Of course,
that.
they're not.
Yeah, well,
This-
if this is a recount of my what I do of a day,
you just drink and you don't
take
worry about time.
7:01 p.m.
Yeah.
out of it. Like, I'm not going to sit there and vomit into a toilet whilst flushing, and I'm not going to sit there and wonder why I keep doing this to myself.
Yeah.
7:04.
Do it again tomorrow.
7:04. Arrive back at the table to find some coward has ordered a bowl of wedges. That's not coward move. That's a fucking chief move, man.
Oh,
You're now
Eating
double
is
parked.
cheating.
sweet
No,
chili
bro.
and sour
No, hang on.
cream
If you're getting
wedges.
thrown wedges, that's not cheating.
Yeah, no,
If you're
I'm
having a
just-
full meal, yeah, okay, you're cheating. But if it's wedges with sweet chili sauce,
It's
Yeah.
fucking
And sour
man,
cream.
that's
And
good.
sour
Oh.
cream.
Yeah, sour
Fucking-
cream, sweet
they
chili
can-
wedges.
they're
I
just a
hadn't had
snack.
that till I
They're
came
the
to
same
this
as
glorious
Doritos.
country.
yeah.
Really?
Man, that's an Aussie thing. Or so, like, I'd never had wedges and sour cream and sweet chili. Even sweet chili as a normal condiment. I came over here and used cunts do it right.
Yeah.
I fucking like Aussies don't fuck around with their wedges and sweet fucking chili and sour
Man,
cream. They do
it's-
not.
Maybe for the next time when we do the wings, the side should be wedges with Hicks's sweet chili and
Yeah.
sour.
Oh,
Man, I feel
that's
like
part of the
I feel like
challenge itself.
wedges and sweet chili sauce complement beers. Like,
Well,
Absolutely.
it's
it's not
they
it's
do.
not it's not cheating. It's sitting there and enjoying the fucking very best thing. I don't
But
give
the
a fuck.
potato, it soaks up the alcohol a little
that's
bit.
not
you
why
know
you
what I mean?
have it.
It gives you just enough. But the taste.
It
The
is.
heat and the cold together, so good.
So
I'm a
7:04
meat and potatoes kind of guy.
arrives back at.
I throw a bit of meat in there. It's good. That's what she said.
So where I think they
Used to
can
come.
remove the coward. Arrive back at the table to find some legend has ordered a bowl of wedges. You're now double parked on near flat and warm Victoria bitter. Fucking God's milk. Drink those up and be
Absolutely.
ready for the
God's
next
milk.
shout, which is yours. 7:09 should be more beers. So you've got a 5-minute gap there. Should be more beers. Anthony Green says democracy sausage, which means you need to have a shot of tequila or fireball.
Ooh.
Look over your shoulder to see if anybody on the table noticed. They did, and now you need to buy 4 shots and carry them back to the table. Hang on, that's an interesting game in itself. If someone yells democracy sausage, everyone has to have a shot.
Democracy sausage.
Guess I'll have a swig.
So,
Get it into you, just into you. There we go.
I'm out of Tullamore.
Oi, are we gonna end Whiskey of the Week with the song
Never.
again, or are we back into the episode?
Oh, actually, we're not into the episode yet.
Oh, don't worry. I was waiting for him to finish the drink again so I could be like, and that's whiskey of the week.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh, okay, you gotta throw it to Whiskey just so we can hear that song again. Oh, we
Yeah,
gotta
look.
get it on Reecey's fucking soundboard.
Anyway, we will finish this in the main episode. I didn't realise it was the whiskey of the week. Fucking good too.
Oh, it doesn't
Anyway,
matter.
so that's the whiskey of the week. Welcome back. We sort of
back.
we segued a little bit.
Welcome back to Fireside Yarns.
Yeah, welcome
This is your
back.
host Vincenzo.
Welcome back. You
At
fine
least you
gentlemen.
got to hear the whiskey of the week.
That was
And
the
then-
Whiskey of the Week.
And then the Batuta advocates fucking.
So, Vinno, what's next for us now on the Fireside? Take it over, Daddy-o.
Fire.
So much
Fire. Whiskey of the week.
whiskey. Everybody loves a good whiskey.
Your wife is from South Africa.
Welcome to my ASMR hot tub stream.
Hot tub stream.
Oh,
But anyway, Vinno, sorry, what were you saying? Hey.
that was solid.
That wasn't bad. That was solid.
That was a fucking.
That's what she said.
Oh, Vinno, your episode. What are we doing now? We're in the third
Yeah,
act
where
now.
are we? So we've got the wedges.
look.
We're about to do some shots. What's going on?
Oh, hang on, right. So we're gonna jump back into the Batuta. Okay.
Yeah. What was
It's a tricky
7-0?
game. Everyone
I'm-
needs to follow this.
I'm glad Dave actually fucking picked up that we hadn't.
Oh, I was going to say
Because I
earlier,
wanted
but then
to
I
hear
was
that
like,
Whiskey of the Week song.
yeah, but see, I was waiting for him to finish, so then I'd be like, that's whiskey of the week, and we'd all be like, oh, we forgot.
That
But
could've
no,
been-
you
that could've
stole my
worked.
thunder, and it's all fine. It's good.
All right.
I'm the Thunder Stealer. I am the Thunder.
I am the thunder.
Go with that.
Righto, so here we are.
Yeah.
We're at 7.
Vinno's like, shut up, you cunts.
I was actually
let
looking.
me continue with my reading of Batuta.
7:32. Right. Here we are. We've had our shot of tequila or fireball.
I'm out after that.
Right.
Fireball.
7:32 p.m. The cocaine arrives at the pub, and you each begin awkwardly shuffling off to the disabled bathroom one by one.
Now the party starts.
7:51.
2 by 2. Let's be honest how that
Yeah.
happers. But go on.
The boys go marching 2 by 2.
That boys.
Hurrah,
Go with that boys.
hurrah. They go to snort
the
the
boys.
cocaine boys. Hurrah. Yeah, anyway, 7:51. Everybody has somehow found a second wind, just as more close friends, their friends, that aren't really your friends, with the people they're currently having sex with, turn up at the pub to join you. Fucking hell, it is a party. 8:10. Like, there's not a mention of more beers, and this is what's fucking.
Well, you're distracted a bit, aren't you?
You've been skiing. You've gone to Perisher already.
Mate, beers first. 8:10.
Oh.
Anthony Green says
You did the
democracy
beers.
sausage.
Yeah.
Anthony Green says democracy sausage again, but mercifully, it's not your round. Have another shot of tequila at 8:12.
Get it into Vinno.
Dog act. 8:21.
We should do a drink again.
8:21. So hang on, we're more beers. Let's just count. Where was the last time that
This one's
beers
for
were
you,
mentioned?
Maxi.
Beers were mentioned.
Is that it?
7:04. From 7:04, it's 7:04 to
He's actually
8:21.
dissecting how often they've had drinks.
Yep, it's a fucking absolute piss take. 7:04
They're
was the
on
last
fucking-
of the
Especially for a
round.
They're on
drinking
this
game.
shit
And
now,
8
mate.
8:21 more beers. But the shout has broken up now, and you choose to pair up with a mate who can drink way faster than you, meaning death is imminent. No, it's not. I'll accept that challenge. 8:21. Somebody offers you a cigarette, and even though you don't smoke, you say sure and join them outside in the cold.
Something
8:21.
I did on the weekend. I had a drag on a cigarette.
8:21. The durries light up.
So
I hated it.
8:22. Have 2 puffs and feel the world start to spin violently.
there you go. That's the feeling.
That's the feeling.
Hold
right
on to
there.
something strong like your life and dignity depends on it. That was Reece at the back of the fucking bolo.
It was.
8:51 p.m. You feel your phone
Good
vibrate.
bolo.
It was
Great
fucking
bolo.
real good,
I
man,
had bolos,
the
food, motherfuckers.
feed.
The steak
Best
there.
steak.
bro.
Oh,
dude.
mate.
Prawn
Cannot
cutlet-
recommend
no,
that.
not the lamb
Scotch.
cutlets were fucking beautiful too, but the steak.
The Scotch fillet.
Steak.
man.
I wish they had their ribs now.
Oh,
bet they
bro,
were
those
good
ribs would have been next level.
They would have been
They
good
would've-
ribs.
they would've copped
They
the
did
ham.
everything good.
Anyone that's traveling in New South Wales or going has the means to go, Hadhead Bolo, mean
Fucking-
feed. Absolute mean feed.
It was like Dave said. We were fucking blessed by the food gods that weekend because holy
Really
fucking
were.
shit. We had the
The
never-ending
only
bag
thing
of
that would've topped
Doritos.
it was if we caught some fresh fish and crab.
Yeah. Just we had a flick though, guys. We had a flick. We just didn't have any bites out there, you know, because everybody. You
Speak
can't
for yourself,
have
mate.
You can't have a
Reece
fish.
caught a couple.
I think the biggest fish we got was like a flathead. It was about that big, right?
Yeah.
Flathead about that big.
It wasn't
But
legal.
then we caught. But then the little ones, the brimmies were
Yeah,
around
the
that.
brimmies,
So
the brimmies were pretty small.
But it was a good.
Brimmies are
fucking-
good though. Brimmies put up a good little fight. I like catching brim, man.
Bondi went off, man. The first, like, he was catching some plenty of fish, man. Like he was doing well.
Yeah, Bondi's
It's a good
he
spot.
was killing it.
Just a fucking good
and
dude. Good dude in
unassuming
general.
too. He's like, oh yeah, caught a fish.
Yeah, dude. He's just very humble.
He's a good-looking man. Yeah.
8:51. 8:51. You feel your phone vibrate for the first time in your pocket. Ignore the 6 unanswered messages from your partner and see a push notification from an app that says insert name has won the election. 8:52. Go back inside and loudly tell your mates that insert name has won the election, only to see it's up on the big screen and they've all been talking about it for the past 20 minutes. 9:01.
We know how time can get away at that time.
9:01. Just when you thought the shame would never wear off, your shout partner plonks some sort of spirit and coke down on the table in front of you. This is where I start the warm up, cunts. We've been on the beers. Fucking here we go.
I've just cracked the fucking
9:03.
so.
Oof. 9:03. Create your last memory of the evening. Everything else will be a blur herein. From here, what you do is up to you because it doesn't really matter. You won't remember. More to come. That's the Batuta Advocates drinking game for the election.
Mate.
And it's questionable. It's questionable.
But
a lot.
funny, nonetheless.
There's a lot of time between beers there. It's
Pretty big day tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
He's gonna. What time he's getting up at?
I got
I'm
some.
like Christmas on election day.
I got some stuff
Probably
to do.
won't sleep tonight.
I got some stuff to do, but I'll on my way down. I've got to go past the voting centre. So I'll pop in there, fight off all the fucking dickheads with their pamphlets.
I
trying
don't
to
even
give me
know where
fucking
my
bullshit.
voting centre is.
Oh, you got to vote. Be a school or something close.
It'll be
by
just
to
down
you.
around the corner from you, Reecey. Like literally
Yeah,
just over the
oh,
road.
Be around
Yeah.
the public
Yeah.
school around the corner.
Hmm.
I'm getting up early. I'm gonna do it. We're getting the farm out. We'll do it, and then we'll get our sausage. And then fucking later on, I've got a big got to meet up with the farm for a fucking like a fucking RSL meal.
Oh,
It's gonna be fucking good.
fuck yeah, man.
Got mum and dad out there. Gonna see if we can whip out Colin and his South African fucking.
Bet you won't be had head good feed though.
Oh, dude, I'm not even gonna. I have every time I eat food, I just go. Ugh. Every time I see food, I'm like, ugh. Oh fuck! I wish I was fucking bolo, dude.
Eating those crabs.
And then
Hang on.
everything
I
looked
think
good.
something that
Everything-
gets
Actually, yeah, the
something
seafood
that's
takeaway
being
was
overlooked.
fucking next level
Man.
too.
Oh, it was that little old lady. She
Man,
fucking.
but it wasn't
that was
her.
some good shit.
So it wasn't her that cooked it. She had enough.
She's teaching it though.
She's probably teaching
And you know
it.
she puts a little bit of a
Yeah.
little seafood spice, if
It
you know
was
what I mean. in it.
fucking unreal, man.
She could deep fry some shit.
Eating
Oh
down
man,
the
she can
beach.
smell like fish around me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She was an ancient old lady, and then her daughter, or must have been in the back, who was like in her 50s. Someone was there. It was good. That was a mad little fucking place. You got yourself your oyster shucker there.
Yeah, no, I bought that for Spindle because he'd been talking about the oysters. So when you guys went
We
for your
didn't end up
walk,
going low though. We
Yeah.
ended up going
Yeah,
high.
we
when
didn't
you-
go to the spot.
when you went for your walk, because I was having a kip then, and I woke up and Spindle, Smoke and Bondi were there, and I said, "What are the boys up to?" And they said, they'd just gone for a walk up to the mountain. I figured that you were heading up there to grab some oysters and whatnot.
We went up.
Yeah.
That was the plan. The plan was to go to this little spot near the rocks, get some oysters.
Fuck,
But
man.
dude, I'm so glad we went up, man. It was you should have came up,
was
lads. It was
amazing,
pretty
bro.
fucking.
I was fucking tired.
Reecey squared up to a kangaroo on a mountain.
Did he throw any punches, but?
No,
Nah, he was just
pissed.
scratching his belly, bro.
Yeah, right.
like
Reecey.
this, Reecey.
Yeah, he was.
Reecey had a few VBs, and he was acting like he'd had a fucking Bundy run.
And how many
Actually,
VBs
here-
is 3 largies? You know,
Hang on,
is
hang
it
on.
3?
I'm gonna put some photos in the chat now that I
All
took
right.
while we're on the
Well,
walk.
these photos are going straight into the fucking up on the episode as well.
I got some there. Actually, yeah, maybe I can too.
I got a.
But yeah, Vinno, what were you doing all sleeping back at the house?
Man, I was fucked. Honestly,
We were out experiencing some shit,
I
man.
thought after I had that feed, I'd be all right.
Spindle was so funny, man. Like,
fuck, he's feeding me
this
still,
cunt's
mate.
had like fucking 16 hours today, mate. What's his problem?
I had 2 hours sleep.
Fucking so good.
Man, even that night at the club, he's like, "You're right, mate. You're a bit tired." Like, fucking hell.
Fucking
It's
made me
good
laugh.
banter. It's fucking good banter, mate. If you're gonna get fucking pissed off at it, you're not gonna survive. It's fucking good banter. I'll just talk to myself while these cunts are on their phone.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
sorry,
fucking-
no, I'm trying to get these photos.
Yeah,
up.
I'm uploading all these photos for you, can't. Oh shit, there's gonna be heaps.
There
I
we
took
are.
a good few.
This one's a little bit fucking.
Men at work. Oh shit.
Yeah, men at work. I remember you stopped to take that picture.
I did, yep. I thought it was very important. Yeah, like, when have you ever seen a fucking... When have you ever seen a fucking witch's hat with men at work on it? Like,
I'm just looking at that picturesque fucking photo you've put up now, mate. Like, happy
We were
as
out
shit.
there.
wait,
we're
look,
on a
look at
mountain,
this. Look at
dude.
this epic one of Spindle. Hey?
Oh, hang on. If we're gonna throw photos up, righto.
Fuck, it was beautiful up there.
It was.
Man, just a fucking beautiful spot, eh? Like,
And, you know, seeing as we were talking about religion earlier, this is where you speak to God.
Fucking where you might meet him if you fall off that with enough breeze, these cunts.
Just jump on the payphone and give him a call, mate.
here you go. Have that one.
Get that into you.
Oh,
Oh man, that was
face.
so funny putting that Snapchat filter. But here, lads, here.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I hope you're taking fucking note of this.
Oh, the church, eh?
Man, I had to take a photo. That was just before I chased the plovers.
That was all fucking Twitch, fucking neon lighted up and shit. That
Yeah.
church.
I've still got the fucking.
But what a weekend with the boys.
Good.
Boys,
It was
you know what I
fucking
mean?
awesome.
Like,
good bunch of lads,
that
eh?
was lovely.
Good bunch of boys. Fucking good time. Fucking good too.
Perla.
Anyway, gents, that might fucking wind us up for tonight.
I think so. No, try and force it.
No. Well, we had
Yeah.
I did have tried to have a couple of or a guest on. It just didn't line up with rosters. That's coming.
We'll get it done.
Yeah, mate. It's just been, as we said before, it's been a wild few weeks. It's been busy. Life's gotten in the way. Are you brushing your beard?
I've got the second best beard on Fireside, motherfucker. What are you talking about? What are you talking
It
about?
was just
Vinno?
fucking-
I'm average over here, mate.
I'd like actually to put a poll in if Vinno should grow his beard again.
No. I
I
look
don't
like
care how
that
bad you
beard.
think it is. Grow it.
bad.
Grow it.
Grow it. Let us be the judge.
All right, I'll grow it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
And
grow it.
then, no, this will be. We will continue to grow Vinno's beard until there is such a fucking outcry to cut it. Okay? So that, just grow it.
All right, I'll grow it. I'll grow it.
I'll even maintain it for you.
I'll grow it until we get 110 subs.
Well, at 100, you're doing the nudie run, right?
Yeah.
Is that
So at
right?
100
We have to.
Yeah.
See this little video here? Hey, everybody, now, this is going to be an excerpt from the podcast. We want to get everyone down there and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we will televise and send a video of Vinno doing a nudie run at your favorite restaurant. And there we go.
KFC.
Oh, that's
KFC.
right. McDonald's, maybe KFC. Oh,
KFC, I think, is probably.
Mustafa's-
KFC
Mustafa's
takes the cake
kebab.
over me. For,
No. Here's the problem.
Oasis takeaway.
KFC, if every now and then I'm like, oh, KFC's better. But if I want a coffee at any time of night, if I want food whenever I want, McDonald's is always there. KFC is there every second time. You know what I mean? Then they don't have the reach McDonald's has. McDonald's is always there for you.
Macca's is the
KFC's
OG. Macca's is the OG.
it is the OG,
OG,
but,
and it's
but
got
KFC's just. I don't know, man.
Macca's sorts you out in the morning and wakes you up. KFC weighs you down. It tastes good, but fuck, man. Oh, dude.
KFC's my hangover food,
Tenders.
big time, bro.
Yeah, man, I love cake. I do
I
prefer
mean,
hang
KFC is
on.
my food anytime. But
Hang on,
it's
this is
my
this is a question I
whenever
want to
I'm
post.
hungover, always
This
get
got
KFC.
brought up on the weekend, and it's something that it's a question I've been asking for a long time since they got rid of them. Does anybody remember the Nacho Tower burgers?
I love the Nacho Tower
Thank
burgers,
you.
man.
All right,
They were the shit.
from 1 to 10. What would you rate the Nacho Tower burger?
12.
8.
Only a 12.
See,
Only
you
a
tell what
12.
I prefer.
69
A double quarter pounder burger. I know it's
with
not
bacon.
as cool.
With bacon.
Oh, bacon actually makes it 11.
If I had my
Alright.
choice of a fucking Nacho Tower burger or a double quarter pounder. Now, don't get me
Nacho.
wrong, I love quarter pounders. But if I had a
Nacho
Nacho
Tower
Tower
burger
burger,
every day of the
man,
week.
I would
You
demolish
can't
that.
eat that every day of the week.
Yes, I
You know what you
Good.
can?
Watch
Your
me.
double quarter pounder. It's always there for you. Always there for you.
Watch me.
That nacho, man, I could eat a zinger stacker every day of the week.
I could eat a zinger stacker every 10 minutes.
That's my go-to.
Yeah.
Zinger stacker
stacker.
box every time. I love that shit.
Still not a Nacho Tower burger.
Double it up. You know what though? Who's getting a shout out? Oh, poor Hungry Jacks.
Wait.
Oh,
I don't mind
And for
Hungry
those
Jacks.
Irish people watching
Man.
Hungry Jacks
Burger
and
King.
Americans is Burger King.
they're-
Yeah. And it's fucking the
Their chips are
beautiful
good.
shit over
their
here.
rodeo cheeseburger. Holy
Yeah, mate.
fuck, man! That I would
I think
smash them.
I put
Oh,
Hungry
good.
Jacks on top of all of them.
Burgers are
Really?
better.
Once a week.
Burgers are better
Yeah.
at Hungry Jack's.
They are better at Hungry Jacks. That's what they say. But I
What
think
about
it
Carl's
depends.
Jr.
I
then?
think I love Carl's Jr. But you know what my favorite burger in America was White Castle. Those little fucking sliders, dude. They have this. They're tiny little sliders, and they've got their patty, and they've got this like pulverized onion on it. And I can't explain why, but the White Castle sliders are my favorite fucking burger when I went to America. I went to Carl's Jr.'s. I went to fucking all of them you can think of, like all the American burger joints. I did them all, and fucking
The best
White
burger,
Castle shocked
the
me,
best burger I've had recently
and it was cheapest.
is from the old Heights Takeaway, which is Happy Grill Malls now. They do a nacho work
Do-do.
burger. They do
Doo-doo.
a
They used to do a
nacho
good
work
chip
burger.
and gravy roll.
Oh.
The Heights.
Fuck,
They used to do a
man.
great one.
So
And
they're
fucking
I
food
haven't, I
now.
haven't had a
Dim
Happy Grill
Sim.
Malls for a while, actually.
Dude, they're if you get, I don't know if they did it downtown, but they do pre-made meals, so you can get like rissoles and gravy with mashed potato and veggies and shit like that in a takeaway container and shit for like $12.
Yeah, it's because there's heaps of lazy fucking cashed up bogan coal miners in that town.
Nah, man.
They're just
If
like,
Yeah.
oh, let's go.
Eat
get
if
it
I
it
had my
Eat that
choice,
shit up.
if I had my choice over that or a McCain's meal, fucking every day, straight in there,
Yeah,
straight in there.
yeah.
And I have
Frozen
the, like,
meals are dog shit, though.
They are.
Yeah, frozen meals are shit.
Absolutely.
Frozen meals
But if
are
you're-
dog
Job.
shit.
And you'd know working
They do
shift
the job,
work,
but fuck
right?
that.
Sometimes you just, there's some days you go, oh, fuck, can't be fucked, and you just go and buy something to take for dinner
McDonald's.
rather than
Yeah.
than fucking cook something during the day.
I'll tell you what.
But
what
I
you
will
just said,
walk
Dave.
I will walk into fucking Happy Grill
McDonald's?
Malls and get one of their pre-fucking made meals, which is a home cooked meal essentially in a takeaway container.
I'd
It's no
rather
different.
that, but they're not always open. They're not open
No,
24/7. So
No, if I've
who's
got
there
the,
for
but
you?
we're just
I've
talking
got
about,
the choice. If I've got the choice, right, over that or a
Yeah,
McCain's meal,
yeah.
fucking hands down Happy Grill Mall.
Oh,
Easy.
easy.
What you just said though, Dave, like I will not eat takeaway food. Like I've done it a couple of times and regretted it before night shift and stuff. No,
Before. It's different. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it
So
just,
here's a
Bro,
story for you.
it's-
Here's a story
it's
for you.
killer. It
So-
just,
Weighs you down, right?
It was one morning
Yeah.
I started work. It was early fucking morning, man. Starving, so me and my mate had to go all the way out to Wilpinjong or Mudgee to get this train. Anyway, on the way past, we stopped at Macca's to get a coffee. And while we're there, I've grabbed a couple of bacon egg rolls. Now, Reece, you know where Barami is.
mhm.
Anyway, we're cruising through Sandy Hollow. I can feel me fucking gut start to rumble. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
okay, here we go. Hopefully we fucking get on this train.
Did you do a shit in motion?
Hang on. Anyway,
Hang on now.
we're cruising along. Anyway, I'm starting to feel really uncomfortable, man. I'm getting this fucking cramp in my guts. I'm like, fuck, this is bad. Got to the point, right, where I could not hold this thing in any longer. If we drove any further, I was going to shit myself in that car. So I've looked at my mate. I said, man, I'm pulling over. Like, you right? I'm like, no, got a shit. We've pulled up Barami before the rest area. No public toilet. In my bag, I always keep fucking Dettol wipes so I can wipe down the cab. So I've grabbed that. That's the only thing I had. And I'm off up into the bush. And fucking there I am. Fucking demolishing this fucking bush with these Macca's bacon and egg rolls at like fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. And my mate's just sitting at the car having a cigarette. Like he's just calm as he's like, yeah, no, I've seen this before. And there I am in fucking just agony. Just this is fucking shit.
Literally.
Walk down there, man, completely demoralised. Like, it's the last time you're gonna have Macca's at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, yeah, can't.
But I can't even eat.
But I was
heavy.
fucking hungry.
Like Reece was saying, fast food before like a work shift.
Oh, but dude,
it's a bad time, bro.
You were saying KFC, but out of all of them, I think KFC would be one of the worst ones to have.
Yeah.
It's just so
At
heavy.
least it's like this. This is bacon, like nothing.
Don't get me wrong, spicy, beautiful, but KFC fucking tenderloins.
I had hot wings for dinner
greasy.
tonight before we did the show. Actually,
What did you have?
Hot wings.
I had a big sirloin steak.
What did you baste them with?
We actually used the Frank's extra hot.
Okay. All right, nice.
Beautiful, mate.
Has anyone?
I mean, Frank's. I think we've spoken about it before, but Frank's is like the buffalo sauce taste, but we got the extra hot one. And I'm not gonna lie, that's the first time I've gone, okay, this kind of packed a punch. Like, Hannah and I, we were both like, well, okay, our mouths are, we're feeling good.
It's good, isn't it, when you look
She
at
actually had some milk.
She had
some milk.
Your milk.
I like that with Em. See, Em eats hot every night nearly. She's like even if it's just normal food, she'll even just put a sriracha on it. Or she'll make a mix with one of the really fucking hot sauces.
Bro, I bought a chili sauce the other day. Like, literally, when did I do a shot? Fuck, what day was that? It was like this week, man. I've already used half the bottle.
Yeah, right.
That's how good it is.
IGA, if you ever get into an IGA, they have a sneaky little hot sauce section there.
I need to go to that.
Every IGA is different.
Yeah, because they got the Torpedo or whatever it's called. I love that shit. That hot sauce is delicious, man.
Torpedo.
I know IGA stocks that. Torpedo, I think that's what it's called.
It's like
a Torpedo. It's like a Mexican salsa hot sauce. It's really good.
Tell you what I'll get for the next in person is that bag of Cheetos.
Yeah.
That I fucking saw, man.
The habanero ones. No,
not the habanero, the fucking Reaper ones.
Yeah, remember the sauce I bought when we went to when we went to Taco Locado last time? I bought that hot sauce.
Yeah, yep. I remember.
That's the one. They sell that at IGA.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember you grabbing a sauce and you gave me a taste of it.
That's where we got it.
Yeah, you gave me a taste of it when we got
found
back.
a retailer in Australia that does all the hot one sauces, so I'll get onto that.
Is it a Matt's hot
sauce? It could be actually, yeah. He does
got a fucking thing. Yeah.
He does a subscription service. You can pick like month, 3 months, 6 months, and he sends you sauces.
Yeah, right.
It's like a sauce club.
It's a sauce club, not a whiskey club.
Well,
Vinno's like, but does it get you drunk?
It gets you euphorically high.
It fucking does. If you hit that chili heat, you're on a different plane.
That's what I was saying. I mean, I was only saying tonight. I'm like, it's so crazy. There's something about like eating hot food. It's like, the fine line between pleasure and pain. It's
you're on the point of fucking
this
death.
Hurts me, but I like it.
You're at that point where you're about to cross over, right? You're about to fucking die because your asshole is about to just
it's impending asshole.
Man.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, the more hot food you eat, the better your asshole copes.
Lads, when are we gonna do our hottest fucking corn chip challenge?
No, let's do it. So Reecey's next host.
Well, I feel like it has to be Reecey's because it was
has
his
to
idea.
be Reecey's next host. So
I've got mine too.
We were going to do this the other week. As I said, things got busy. We weren't able to do it. But next time Reecey hosts, so in 2 weeks time, we're going to do the hot chips. Now, we may have a guest or two on for that because
they got to bring their own box then.
They
If we're doing
do.
the
They
challenge,
do.
Or are we doing like first
No,
one
no,
to
no.
10 or
We
something?
got to
they
get
bought-
together for this then.
They bought their own. They bought their own box, right? Because they were the one that acquired my box for me. So they got one as well each, and they want to have a crack at it. They were going to do it that night, but
I want to
we'll
organise it
as well.
We'll
That's
organise it.
I want to go boom. Because I've seen a couple of reviews
Well,
online
we're
where they went.
Don't touch them. Don't open them until that episode.
That's what I mean. I want to
Hey.
get that first.
Come to my house. We're doing it here.
The problem I have about
do it.
going away and doing the fucking Dorito challenge is
Is
that
he can't
that
waffle
next
stomp
day-
someone else's
Dude,
fucking shower?
You can waffle stomp my shower. It's fine.
Dude, it's about the drive home sitting.
I have a
Have you
good
ever
shower
had to
for waffle
sit
stomping.
down? Do you ever have to sit down for a day after your arse is red?
Dude, what do you think?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
What do you think we
it
did that day
I
after
left
yours?
your house, dude?
I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. There's no
We
way.
drove the
If you're-
whole way back
okay,
the next day.
if you're-
Like
Do
my
it here.
asshole, I was in
Let's do it
tears.
here.
I was going to say, if
Let's
you're
do
too much
it
of a
here.
pussy, I'm coming to yours then.
Yeah, we will.
Come here then. Let's do
We're
it.
getting the BT. We'll go down
Right,
there.
I'm not fucking do it. I'm
Book
not
it
hitting
in.
the road
As
the
soon
day
as this
after that
episode's
shit.
finished, we're gonna book it in. We're heading down there
We're
to
doing
fucking
it.
Canberra.
Maybe the gummy bear.
Yes.
And the
I
lollipop.
was going to say, we're gummy bearing.
9 times worse. That's
Maybe
I
we should
feel
eat
like
the hot
that's a
chips,
medical
then
issue.
do
Maybe
the gummy bear.
maybe we should, if we're coming down again, right, or when we come down again, you're taking us to the good barbecue joint.
Yeah, what was the place?
That you took
Um,
Smoke and Siobhan when
Yeah,
they were
Smoke.
down.
Yeah, the
Char-
place.
why,
Smoke
did-
said
did
he
he
had the
talk
best
about
steak.
it?
Yeah, he said
Did
he
he
had the
talk
best
about it?
steak he's ever had.
Charcoal. In the city, it's a tiny little place. A little.
Hang
a
on, is
little
that where
place,
we
and
were-
they're like a little family.
Is that where we went like the night before your wedding?
I don't know if you went there, but if you went there with Smoke, he'd never been there.
No,
before.
You came to dinner with us. It was like
No.
Okay, right. Well, let's
That
go
is
there.
The best.
We're
steak
coming down.
place on planet Earth.
We're coming down
Let's
for
do
2
it.
nights next time.
Yeah.
First night you're taking us there. Next time we're going to destroy our assholes with some hot food. But
And then you can drive the fuck home on that asshole. Bring an ice cube, motherfucker.
I'll bring.
All I'm going to say is just don't lock the fucking door again.
Oh, dude, here.
All right?
Well, actually, if you do come down, I'm gonna have to. I'll
Because
sort out
I'm
some
telling you right
planks.
now, if
That's
you lock
all
it
sand
again,
now.
if you lock
That's
it,
all
well,
sand
mate,
out my back
I'm
door.
catting it up and I'm digging a hole.
Yeah.
And I'm going to miss the hole and then
Oi,
spray the sand
no one
somewhere
was
else.
stopping you doing that before. You know what I mean? No one stopped
No,
you.
no one stopped me. Respect stopped me.
Who needs that?
Yeah,
Who needs respect?
self-respect, eh? You don't want to
yeah.
wake up. You
No.
don't be the
Yeah,
dead
well,
open
look at
the door
this.
and look at me
Wait,
backyard.
I've
Look
got
at
no
this dog
respect.
with his self-respect.
Wait, I've got no respect for myself. It was respect for you.
I don't
Mikasa.
bury that shit. I'll
Mikasa.
compost that.
Oh,
And this
fucking
plant came from the Reecey.
Hey, I could probably fertilize some plants for you.
hell. Oh.
Hey, fertilize them. You could certainly use it. But right now, my whole back garden's dug up. I'm fucking cementing down the fucking...
Yeah,
I
nice.
took all the red brick up. Dude, how many bricks was it? 1,200 fucking bricks. So fucking...
Fuck.
Dude. I had no idea. Because we were taking them up, scraping them, and stacking them.
Yep.
And we're making stacks of 200. And I swear to God, I've got 1,200 fucking red bricks. And they're good. They're Austral or whatever it is. They're good bricks. So I'm going to put a retaining wall. I'm going to use it to build some shit. Maybe even a fire out the back. Maybe I'll get a basket and build a fucking
Oh,
brick
man.
around it. Fucking look nice.
Fuck yeah.
Like a little... But,
Well,
anyway,
you don't
I've
even
dug it
you
all
don't
up.
even need a basket, man. If you've got those bricks there, you can make a really nice
Yeah, I could
little
just
fire
pack it
area.
up.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But I've got it's been raining, so it's just been filling up, and I've had to. It's just all been filling up, drain. I've got to wait for the right time to get in there, and I've got the father-in-law. We're gonna put a slab out there again. It's gonna be good. But here I've got planks set up, so we can get out to the garage. No,
We'll do-
Build
We'll-
a slab.
we'll do
spot
what we
drinking
need to.
slabs.
Fuck yeah.
slabbing, we slabbing.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah,
lads.
I-
Anyway,
Get
let
these
me
ones
just pour another one before we do the fucking cheers.
up. Oh yeah. And another.
And this is. I'm sorry to say it, Firesiders.
Hold
but
on,
this
what
is
are
where
you drinking, Vinno?
So
What are you drinking
I'm
there? That's not the whiskey of the week. What the hell's that?
no. I'm
No, he finished the Tullamore Dew.
I'm not drinking the Lennox with
Yeah,
mixer.
you only had a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, I have that on ice, man. Nothing.
What are you sipping there, though,
So
Vinno?
this is
And everybody, wait, here's the second whiskey of the week. Don't forget to be
Seagrams, Canadian.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, blended Canadian whiskey, man. It's pretty.
Oh, we're all
it's
Canadian
very-
except for El Reecey, a dirty.
I'm on the
smelly
Irish,
Irish
mate.
They reckon
bastard.
they claim that it's Canada's finest. It's pretty nice, man. I
Isn't
enjoy it.
Hey, tonight we're all a bunch of fucking whiskey drinking scoundrels.
We're
mate.
all on the fucking
Hey.
overseas whiskies bastards.
Fuck yeah.
Why don't you drink Bandy, you fucking bammo?
Yeah,
Wait,
no,
you know
then
what?
why don't you
Oi.
fucking drink Bundy and go and beat up some
When I
cunt around
looked
the
at
back of the
these
fucking
tonight,
pub?
there was long necks of Bundy, and I was like, maybe I'll get a Bundy long
neck.
neck.
They had the second
Reecey-
good long neck in
Reecey-
Australia.
Reecey
It was
looked at
the
the-
VB long neck and the Bundy long leg.
Reecey looked at the
Long
the
leg.
bond.
Long leg. I did. I fucked up there. I had the Vinnos. I'm getting the Vinnos.
Yeah, I
about
get
me.
the Vinno.
Cheers to Colin.
Oh,
Hey.
Reecey looked at the
Colin,
Bundy
happy
and we just
birthday
went,
to
I
you.
don't feel like domestic violence tonight.
Jesus, cut that up. Put that on the soundboard. Soundboard.
Yeah.
Wait,
Soundbard.
I will. Soundbard.
Anyway,
Ooh. But
we'll fucking bring it up to a wrap because we tried to do it about half an hour ago, but who gives a fuck? It's our show. We'll do
I'm
it.
happy we kept going.
Yeah, so am
But I
I.
really
We
need to
talk,
piss.
we
Yeah.
talk some shit.
Fuck, we do. It's a podcast. What else are you
That's
going
what
to
we
do?
do.
Anyway, fucking good too. We
Fucking oath, boys.
catch us next week. Thanks for tuning
Ya
in again.
lords.
You bunch
Ya
of fucking legends.
Lords.
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 See you next week.